What's up, guys? It's your favorite Kiwicoach, and give me 6 months of your time. I'll give you the best golf swing
of your life.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got the classic slicer golf swing for you today, but let's hear it from himself. What is he currently struggling with?
スティープなダウンスイングとチキンウィングのフィニッシュを直したいです。
So I think this is going to be perfect for all of you at home, so よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
Okay, so he wasn't kidding. I see it for sure. Hands way out, shaft way steep, it's there. Right, so there's a few things at the top, but for the beginning of the analysis, we'll kind of skip that. Let's just take a look at the initial part of the downswing. This is kind of the real meat of the issue, right? So let's start off with the quick check point. So hand position will be the first one. So your kind of center point of your hands is positioned kind of left shoulder. We want to see that more so buttons of the shirt to right pec, but he knows that. Yeah, and he already knows this, but we'll get into how in a second. Shaft angle, he's right around 22 degrees. He knows we want to be right around the 35 to 40 degree range would be ideal. Then there's another thing which, because we're using a, not a 4K slow-mo camera, it's kind of hard to see, it's a little blurry. But I would argue that the face angle is kind of open too at this position in the golf swing as well. So we should see it, if anything, slightly kind of churned down, maybe about 15 degrees or something like that. So those will be like the three body parts that we'll talk about a lot in this lesson. Then from here, position 6, so we see the club head almost at the golf ball at this point, right? Getting a little pretty vertical here. We like to see, anywhere from maybe like a half a golf ball outside the hands to maybe all the way back here towards kind of the balls of the feet is kind of the okay zone. And then at this position, we use kind of the arm angle as really kind of where your hand path is, and it's at 23, so definitely it could be a smaller number as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do first, because I think it'll be the easier to fix out of the three that we just talked, let's fix the hand path first. Then we'll fix maybe the face angle, and then we'll try to fix the shaft last, because I'm hoping the first two might have a little bit of a domino effect on the shaft. Okay, so we have a first question for Hal, and the first question is, what body part is directly correlated? So not like it has some correlation, but I mean directly. Like if I do this, the hands have to move towards the ball.
肩の動きかな。肩と一緒に出てる気がするんですよね。
I always say yes and no, yes and no. I'll break it down. Now, my hands have a range of motion, or basically my arm has a range of motion different to the rotation of the body. So my hands can go back this far away from my body, and I can still get the hands kind of behind me even though I've rotated maybe a little bit too much. But you're right in saying, if I rotate, let's say this much, even though I get that separation, it's still going to be outside the hands. Yeah, so that's why I say it's kind of a correlator, but it's not directly. So now that I've said that, what body part, I kind of gave him the answer there if he caught it, what body part would directly correlate to the hand path?
右腕、右肩?
Yeah, you could say shoulder movement, or basically the arm attached to the shoulder, that little joint area, that rotation. As you see, my hand is moving all over the place, right? This is controlling where the hand is going. And then you could also say the elbow is also pretty directly correlated as well. So I think we're gonna focus first off on the rotation of the arm. We're gonna do more so of like almost like a backstroke image in swimming. That type of rotation would be opposite of your current rotation. That's what we're gonna do. So then the question becomes, how much of it should we feel to get the reel to look perfect? Okay, so when it comes to how much, he knows the first guess is gonna be hack your percent. But more specifically, Kazuki, when it comes to this motion, we're kind of doing almost like a circular motion. So 100% is really, where is the diameter of the circle, right? How long is it? That's gonna be hack your percent, which means when I reach the end range of motion that my arm can move, that would be hack your percent. So for me, that would be here. Like that's the end range of motion. So I want him to show us, yeah, that's kind of his feel there. So now the next thing we have to answer is the timing aspect of it. So when are we going to start to loop behind, right? That's really important. I'm sure sometimes maybe you do it a little too early, but then it kind of just moves back out towards the ball in transition. So that would be an early start. Yeah, so where does he think the start time should be? Give me a guess.
切り返しですかね。
Yeah, somewhere either just before, most likely, or in the transition area would probably be best. And then from there, the next one of timing is the peak point. I'm sure he's heard this, like, I'm trying to feel hack your percent, That's the peak point. But what timing on the downswing or backswing should I have it? Sure. Yeah. So basically, whenever you're at your most bad position, that's when you should have the peak point or place it. So let's give him a feeling of what that would feel like, Kazuki. So we're basically going to start around the top, peak at P6, and then from there, we're not going to try to hold it there. We're just going to allow it actually to move out towards the ball. All right, so I'll go slow on this first one. So he's swinging back, kind of normal, 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 normal. Then right around here, he's starting, and then he's going to peak right around here, and then start to let it go out. So is he confident of what he has to do?
はい
All right, try that normal speed.
ノーマルスピードはいはい
All right, you're welcome. I got you to top the ball. That's one of our specialties at Kiwicoach Japan. So from there, he knows the drill probably. The next question I'm about to ask, did you do, right? So did you feel like you kind of started to move that direction at the right time, so P4-ish?
そうですねうん
Okay, so let's check that. So basically P4 is right when the hands are at its highest point in the swing, right before they start to drop. So kind of him, it's right around kind of in this range is actually is P4. Then if we drop the hands a little bit, notice how much behind the grip and the hands have moved. So definitely way more behind than before. Then from here, did you feel like he reached the peak point at P6?
いや戻ってたかな
Oh, there's his P5 though. So let's go do a quick little comparison of the before and after here. Okay, so if we take a look at the middle of the hands, now if anything, your hands are situated almost slightly outside the shoulder, so that'd almost be too much. All right, that's it for you guys on YouTube. If you guys want to watch the full video, it's going to be on the membership site, so make sure to sign up for that, link down below. But let's hear his wrap-up points.
まあフィールド実際の動きをイメージしながらハンドパスを改善できたと思います
Very good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, sign up for that membership site, and I'll see you guys in the next video.